What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new transfer news update, and we have another huge update in the Kvaratskhelia transfer saga, because yesterday afternoon the bombshell dropped that he handed in a formal transfer request. He asked the manager and the club to leave Napoli, so now the race is really on for Kvaratskhelia's signature. And Antonio Conte revealed yesterday afternoon that Kvaratskhelia has asked to leave the club. I spoke to Chiesa and he confirmed his plan to leave the club immediately. There was a contract that was supposed to be renewed. Obviously, I didn't do enough to convince both parties to carry on together. I will take a step back because I can't keep a player chained up who doesn't want to stay. And remember, Kvaratskhelia could join Mamardashvili at Liverpool next season, because Mamardashvili, who returned from injury to play for Valencia, and he made some great saves. He will be a Liverpool player in the summer, and Kvaratskhelia could join Liverpool in January. So what do you think about this news? Do you think Liverpool should go hard and try to do everything to sign Kvaratskhelia? Paris Saint-Germain are in talks with Napoli, but Liverpool could still enter the race until there is an official transfer agreement between Napoli and PSG. Kvaratskhelia race is still on for his signature, and Antonio Conte revealed more in his press conference. He said, "I've never hidden away from uncomfortable questions. If I speak, I will tell the truth. Otherwise, I prefer to stay quiet. I don't tell lies. We are talking about an important player, a player who was already due to leave in the summer. I also wanted to have technical certainties, qualities needed in addition to the work I demanded, as well as the confirmation of certain players, including Chiesa, who, as you know, has asked to be sold in the summer, and he wasn't the only one. We are moving forwards, but it is easy to forget the work that I had to do to convince the players who I considered essential to stay. Many players wanted to take other paths. He asked the club to be sold without mincing his words. This is what was said to me. The player has confirmed his decision to me. Personally, I feel very disappointed because I spent 6 months trying to make Kvaratskhelia feel at the center of the project, working with him, showing him what we could do, that we could do together something great, and also working with the club for 6 months on the renewal. From my point of view, it's a great disappointment. Today I have to take a step back. I can't keep those who want to leave tied up in chains. I did that in the summer. I had 6 months to convince all parties to find a solution. I realized that the news has come out of the blue, but now I'm taking a step back, and it's right that the club and Kvaratskelia's entourage resolve the situation. So he's not available for the Verona-Napoli game. We will see what happens. We will lose in an important player, but for the meantime, let's focus on Verona. So that's what Antonio Conte, the actual Napoli manager, revealed. So Kvaratskhelia even wanted to leave in the summer because Napoli finished in 10th place after winning the Serie A title 1 season before. It was probably the worst defense of a Serie A title that you will see in a long time. And Osimhen wanted to leave as well, but they ran out of time to sell him to many European clubs, so in the end he went on loan to Galatasaray. But I think Osimhen will be one of the hot transfer prospects of next summer. Conte had a tough job convincing a lot of players to stay. In the end, Napoli are having a great season. They are in the title race, and they are on course to qualify for the Champions League, of course. But it looks like Kvaratskhelia is fed up and he wants to leave. I'm not sure why it's in the middle of the season, but maybe Napoli couldn't or didn't offer him the kind of wages that Paris Saint-Germain or Liverpool or Chelsea could offer. Paris Saint-Germain apparently offered 4 or 5 times his wages. His current wages are £400,000 per week, so Liverpool could easily offer him 160, maybe even £200,000 per week, and he wouldn't be in the top 3 highest earners at Liverpool. And PSG have been in active talks with Napoli over a deal. Chelsea and Liverpool are both interested in Kvaratskhelia, and even Arsenal as well. And Arne even spoke about Kvaratskhelia. He was asked, responding to transfer speculation in the press conference linking Liverpool with a move for Kvaratskhelia. Arne said in the media, "When you said yourself linked with, I was thinking, which club is he going to stay now. But you mean as a club we are linked with Kvaratskhelia, but 99 times out of 100 the transfer story is false. That's what Arne said, but this could be that one time that it is true. Why would David Ornstein and Paul Joyce report that Liverpool are seriously interested in signing Kvaratskhelia if after that we didn't even try? There is a rumor going around that Liverpool actually spoke with Kvaratskelia's entourage, his representatives, but Kvaratskhelia is already set to join Paris Saint-Germain, which in my opinion is a dumb move because Paris Saint-Germain are a graveyard for players. They only win the French league and some French trophies, and they never do anything in the Champions League, and they don't look like a club who is closer to winning the Champions League. They were close with Mbappe before they went to the final, but nowadays they are even struggling to get out of the league phase, and there will be a Man City Paris Saint-Germain game in the Champions League, which Paris Saint-Germain could struggle in that, and they could even struggle to qualify to the last 32. So I don't understand why would Kvaratskhelia go to Paris Saint-Germain unless he's just a mercenary. He wants to get paid a lot of money, and it's a comfortable life in Paris and it's a comfortable life in the French league as well. But the real deal is the Premier League and the Premier League football, and Liverpool are top of the Premier League, top of the Champions League, so we are a much more attractive project. But if Liverpool were really serious about Kvaratskhelia, we should have started talking with him for months, because even in the last summer, his father, I think, said that Kvaratskhelia wants to leave Napoli, so Liverpool should have done more groundwork on this transfer, not drop in at the last minute like we did with the Caicedo transfer. Gianluca Di Marzio is another Italian journalist, said that Liverpool may be behind Paris Saint-Germain in a race for one of the world's best players, Kvaratskhelia. However, there is a chance that Liverpool could still jump in. The football transfer expert claimed that there is a verbal agreement already in place with PSG offering a maximum of 70-75 million euros for Kvaratskhelia. That's less than 60 million pounds. I think that's like 58 million pounds. So for that price, Liverpool should be all over this, in my opinion. Paris Saint-Germain could use a Skriniar as part of the deal that would take Kvaratskhelia to PSG. And there are even talks or rumors that Liverpool could even offer some players in exchange for Kvaratskhelia to Napoli. And the two players that are mentioned by some journalists are Darwin Núñez, who is at the moment struggling in front of goal. I would still give him until the end of the season, because I still think there is a slight chance that Núñez could turn his form around, but if he keeps missing big chances throughout the whole season, then Liverpool will have to make a big decision on his future in the summer. And also the other player is Chiesa, who had a brilliant cameo second half against Accrington Stanley. He scored, he hit the post, he looked really good in the last 20-25 minutes. But I wouldn't give up on Chiesa either. But if Napoli really want him, and that's the only way that we could convince them to accept Liverpool's offer instead of accepting Paris Saint-Germain's offer, I would offer maybe 40-50 million plus Chiesa for Kvaratskhelia. I think that would be a reasonable transfer fee, but that's just me. That's just what I would do. It promises to be a very interesting next few days in the transfer window. So Arne also left the door open for a Chiesa exit, and in typical, very honest Dutch fashion, he said that we shouldn't get carried away with Chiesa scoring a goal, because he scored a goal against a League 2 side. So a lot of people were asking, like, did Chiesa kidnap Arne Slot's son or something, or what is going on? Arne Slot said, we could bring Dominik Szoboszlai off after 45 minutes, bring in Federico. It's nice to make your debut. If you played for this club already, then you want to score your first goal, especially in front of your own fans. That's what he did now, so that's a good next step. But let's not get carried away too much, because although I like the way Accrington Stanley played, it's in the end a League 2 team. But it's definitely a good step for Chiesa to be available and even score a goal. That's, I mean, such a Dutch answer that he just to be so honest. Let's not get carried away. It's a League Two team. Remember when Michael Owen scored against a 13-year-old goalkeeper and he was celebrating, and that's the meme, like, well done, he's 13. That's what this situation reminds me of. That's hilarious. Arne admitted that even though Chiesa scored a nice goal, that his playing time won't necessarily increase in the second part of the season. Yeah, that is definitely true, but if a player is fit and he doesn't get the chance to show it, it's also a frustration. The best part of being a footballer is playing, doing well and winning. If you don't play because the manager makes a different decision or you are not available, that is always difficult for every player, because every player wants to do what he loves the most. Even I would love to play still, but unfortunately that's not possible anymore. Chiesa has only played 168 minutes of football across 5 Liverpool appearances this season, and that's not even 2 full 90 minutes. So Chiesa, I think, is out of favor at Arne at the moment, and I don't think we will move him on. We will only move him on if we are bringing in an attacker. And Arne also praised Trent. He said, I could talk for hours about that Trent goal. Unbelievable. The biggest compliment Trent could get was the reaction of everyone after the Man United game. Every player around the world, maybe except for a few, has a bad game, and that is completely normal. But the moment Trent has one, everybody has an opinion about it. Maybe that's because of the contract situation. I don't know if that wasn't there, if people would have reacted in the same way. You have such a great first half of the season and you don't play a good game against Man United. And that was clear for me, for you, the fans and analysts who saw the game. But many of them were quite hard on him. I think it was good for him to play in our own stadium, feel the reception of the fans again. It was also special again today, and that can only help him and us. The biggest compliment Trent could get was the reaction of everyone after the Man United game. Yeah, some fans slated him online and said that he was only focused on Real Madrid, but that was nonsense. That was just paper talk, and he just I think was ill. Like the majority of the Liverpool squad, there was a flu or a virus going around the Liverpool squad. Szoboszlai got it, Kwanzaa got it, even Chiesa was ill the last 2 days before the Accrington Stanley game. That's why he didn't start. I think we should put it into context, and Trent looked like he was back to almost his best, so hopefully he can start against Nottingham Forest, and we have the nice option of rotating him with Conor Bradley in some games, because we will have a lot of games in January. And some Liverpool fans are very excited about Liverpool actually being interested in Kvaratskhelia. A Liverpool fan said, I can't believe the interest is real. I'm literally giddy with excitement. I know it's much more likely he goes to Paris Saint-Germain, but I'm just so happy we are trying for him. It would be a dream signing. Another Liverpool fan went as far as saying Liverpool are getting him in front of PSG if he moves. If it was just about sporting merit, Liverpool are miles ahead of Paris Saint-Germain in what they can offer to Kvaratskhelia. But if it comes down to money and signing bonus, maybe PSG are throwing absolutely everything, huge money, at the feet of Kvaratskhelia. Or he already gave his word and made up his mind that he's going to Paris. Maybe he wants the Paris lifestyle. That could be a factor as well for him and his family. The problem is Paris Saint-Germain have been speaking with Kvaratskhelia representatives for a while, and given what they paid in wages to Neymar and Messi and Mbappe, and the fact that they haven't properly replaced those players, they are also likely selling Kolo Muani. I can see PSG giving Kvaratskhelia a very tempting offer, maybe even more than 4 or 5 times his salary. But there is a very reliable PSG journalist, Fabrice Hawkins, who said they are moving on to John Duran, and it's either Kvaratskhelia or Duran. They don't want to sign 2 players in the January transfer window, even though they are not in the same position. So that's a little bit weird, not sure how reliable that is. But let me know what you think about this Kvaratskhelia situation in the comments below. And thanks for watching. Have a nice day. See you later, guys. Goodbye.